Hello, second graders, and welcome to Thursday's math. Today, we're going to be taking everything that we have worked on all week, and we're going to use all of that knowledge and information to work on a task. So, one problem that has 3 or 4 questions that go with us that ask us to do different things with what we've learned. So, kind of like a show what you know, this is not for mastery grade, of course. We have a practice grade in math this week, but this is a good way to take everything that we've learned and use it to solve a problem. So let's go ahead and get started. So we have Nate. Nate puts his coins in stacks of 10. He has 12 stacks of coins with 4 coins left over, so it's a word problem. We need to read it twice. Nate puts his coins in stacks of 10. He has 12 stacks of coins with 4 coins left over. Okay, so I'm visualizing in my head. Visualizing in my head, Nate, he's sitting at the table, he's got a bunch of coins, and he's stacking them one on top of the other, and he's making stacks of 10s. They don't tell if it's pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, doesn't matter, right? None of that matters. All that matters is that he has coins, and he's putting them in stacks of 10, and he has made 12 stacks of 10. So that is 12 groups of 10, and he has 4 coins left over. So let's draw a picture to show what Nate's coins might look like. So again, putting them in stacks of 10s means he's bundling 10s. He's making bundles of 10s, and he has 12 bundles or 12 groups of 10. So I can draw those just by drawing a line because I know that each of these represents a group of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So each of these is a stack of coins that has 10 coins in it. And then he has 4 coins left over. So there's my model, right? There's my model. He can't make another stack with these 4 extra ones because he doesn't have enough. He has an equal amount of coins in each one of his stacks, and that's 10 coins in each stack. He only has 4 left over, so he does not have enough to make another stack. So this is part A, drawing a picture to show what Nate's coins look like. So he's got 12 stacks. Each stack has 10 coins, and then 4 extra on the side. Now, how many coins does he have? How many coins does he have? And then it says write the answer in 2 different ways. So we've been working this week on different ways that we can represent numbers, three-digit numbers. So a couple of ways that we have learned about, we have done something similar to this. Let me change the color. I'll use pink this time. We have filled out equations like this where we've said a number of 10s plus a number of 1s. So we could do this. We could figure out how many 10s and how many 1s. And I didn't put hundreds because that's not the information in the problem, right? It doesn't say anything about stacks of hundreds or groups of hundreds or doing something with the groups for 100. It just says 12 stacks of 10. So I could say a number of 10s plus a number of 1s. Well, how many groups of 10s did he make? Well, it says right here he made 12. So I could say he's got 12 10s plus those 4 1s that were left off to the side. So that's one way to show how many coins he has. He's got 12 groups of 10s plus 4 1s. Another way would be to write the value of what I just wrote. So what would be the value of 12 groups of 10? Well, I've been working on that as well, and I could come back over here and skip count. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. There's 100 coins, 110, 120. So there's skip counting. And then I could say 120 plus the 4 ones. So that's another way that I could show how many coins he has. And then a third way is I could just write 124, right? I could think about these in terms of ones, and I could write 124. So he's got 124 coins. Both of these ways represent 124. So it's the same thing, just writing it in two different ways. And I've actually wrote it in 3 different ways because this also says 124, right? It's just in model form. Okay, so let's go down to the last part, part C. Nate gets 30 more coins from a friend. Nate says that he now has 190 coins. Do you agree or disagree? And explain. So when we ask you a question like this is actually 2 parts, right? You have to say if you agree or disagree, and then you have to explain. Okay, and explaining means justifying your answer, giving reasons why you agree or reasons why you disagree. So what I would probably do, I would probably add to my drawing, right? Go back to my model. This is a model of how many coins he has now, and I know that this equals 124. Well, if he gets 30 more coins, that's 3 more stacks of 10. 3 more stacks of 10, right? And I could say plus. So we had 12 stacks of 10 plus 4 extra. He got 3 more stacks of 10 because he got 30 more, and that's 10, 20, 30. So now I could skip count and say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 151, 152, 153, 100. 154 is how many he has now if I use my model. Now, Nate says he has 190. So do you agree or disagree? Well, I would disagree. So I would write, I would start off by saying, I disagree. And then I have to explain why. And this is where you use your own words to talk about math. You're just talking about math. And oh my goodness, that's a hot mess. So you're just talking about math. You would say, I disagree because, right? Because you're justifying your answer, kind of like opinion writing. I disagree because, and your handwriting will be much neater than this. I disagree because, and then you could explain what you did. You could say, because I added 3 more groups of 10 to Nate's model or to Nate's stack, and I counted them and I got 154. You could say, I disagree because, and then if you look at this work here, you could say, I disagree because that would mean he has 15 tens now, and 15 tens plus 4 ones is 154. Okay? Any way that you can explain if you agree or disagree. So your purposeful practice today is pages 107, 108 in your practice and problem solving workbook. And you're going to be doing exactly what we just did. The first page is an example of every single step with little hints over here to the side. And then the second page, they're giving you another problem and you are going to solve it exactly like this example. Okay, so they've given you an example to follow. On this next page, you'll notice even the headings match up. Draw, draw, explain, explain, show a different way, right? So you're going to look at the example and solve this other problem over here exactly the same way. If you need help, please reach out to your teachers. This is a little bit more challenging than what we're used to, right? There's a lot more thinking involved. I want you to try it. Do not give up. You have the example to follow and you have hints on both pages, right? So do not give up. It's okay to feel a little bit defeated. It's okay to struggle. But what it's not okay to do is give up. Okay, thank you guys. You're doing great.